Hello, it's Anett here with a layout process video. I created this layout for the Pinkfresh Studio March monthly challenge that is all about flowers and beautiful bright colors from the Keeping It Real collection. This time I was working with one of the cut files from Pinkfresh Studio webshop and the Keeping It Real collection. The cut file you can purchase in the Pinkfresh webshop and it is called Wildflower Bunch. I cut it from white cardstock and I also cut only the outlines from vellum. I just love the colorful pattern paper from the collection and I want to use it as my background and the vellum flowers on the top. I decided to tear 1/3 off the rainbow paper and adhere it on white cardstock. I simply use liquid glue for this. I primed my paper with white acrylic paint. I didn't use white gesso because I just ran out of it and I have to buy some, but matte acrylic paint works just almost the same way. I want to use watercolor on the paper with a lot of water, especially where the papers meet, so that is why I primed my background. I let it dry completely and then I thought it would look great if I blended it with the same colors on the white cardstock. I use my ink cubes and also the ink pads. I love these inks so much. My ink pads are really new. You see me just opening some of the colors. It is looking great already, but I want to watercolor over it. I use a big brush and I just let some drops run down the page. I use paper towel to soak up the drops to prevent running them all the way to the bottom. You can do all the colors at once, or like me, every color one by one. Well, I know it takes time, but I think it is a fun process. I mix the colors similar to the colors of the pattern paper, and I also made some splatters, and then I let it dry completely. Well, this is certainly a big color explosion. I really love bright colors, but I think the white flower cutouts backed with vellum will look great over these bright colors because they will soften it a little bit. I decided to cut the cut file apart and layer all flowers one by one. This is really optional. I think using the cut file in its original form would also work great. But you know me, I often choose the more difficult way and it gives even more dimension to the layout, and I really love dimension. So I cut apart and layered the vellum cut file flowers on the page together with the flower ephemera. I also used some shiny tags. These are cut with the mini tags with fillable words die set. These tags build my title, extended with the teal alphabet puffy stickers. I use my big bite to punch the hole and set the eyelets. This is such a great tool. I don't need it really often, but I would certainly miss it if I didn't own one. I use foam adhesive to layer all the elements. Of course, if you keep these layouts in page protectors in albums, they will flatten. But I really don't care because they still remain lovely. As I covered almost all the splatters, I make some more on the edges of the paper. I fussy cut some of the flower ephemera too, as I use them tone on tone, so the yellows go on the yellow stripe and the pink goes on the pink stripe. I always use some liquid glue on the puffy stickers too, as I really don't trust that they will stick around for years. My layout is almost ready. I just want to tell you a bit about my photo. This is us, my husband and myself, about 16 years ago. It was Easter time and we were visiting relatives. It was one day after our engagement. It was such a happy time, but also it was really difficult and a busy time because we were working on our house, we were building our house, and our house is also offering holiday rentals for tourists. So this is my main job, and it is a big house, and it took a lot of work and a lot of effort to build this for our family. So all these memories come up when I see this picture. I used this picture on another monochromatic layout recently, very different from this. I really hope you liked my process and feel inspired by these bright colors. You can see all my used supplies under the video listed. Please join me next time too. See you so lovelies. Bye bye.